You never know what can happen on any given day out here.
It's going to be tough. I'm going to have to rip through the crowd. It's going to get gnarly and really hairy and nasty.
Run what we can run for the championship. That's our plan. We're going for the championship. Go for it all.
Well, I think anytime you win the National Drivers' Championship, it's you definitely have some sort of target on your back.
There is no layback strategy tomorrow. We are going for broke. We have nothing to lose. I mean, there's other tough guys out there. We have nothing to lose. We're going to go for it. We want to win.
Some of the most competitive racing in the country goes down right here, and you can say you're the king of it right now.
That's what we come for. We come to win, and we don't care about money or points or anything else. We care about trophies.
Welcome to Xenia, Ohio for round number 8 of the 2012 season for the ARCA Trucks Series. Hello everyone, I am Rob Klepper. A great racetrack here at Kilcare Speedway. We've had 7 great events, 3 different winners coming into round number 8, and it's been all Danny Jackson and defending winner of this race, Levi Mansfield. He won earlier this year in July. He's got 3 total wins. If he can win tonight, it will be 4 in a row. But don't count out the rest of the field. A lot of great drivers, a lot of competitive drivers in this series. It's the JEGS.com 100 here tonight at Kilcare.
From a driver's standpoint, having made a lot of laps here in a legend car, I always refer to it as a left turn road course. It is, there's not one corner the same on it, and it's really a driver's track. It's about getting in a rhythm and just laying down lap after lap after lap the same and taking care of your tires.
What's the biggest change going to be for you as a driver coming from the Super Cup cars into these trucks?
The weight. The weight difference is phenomenal. Going from 3,300 pounds down to 2,200 pounds is amazing. These are more like the open wheel modifieds that I ran for 4 or 5 years. They're very quick, they're very light on their feet. They're a lot like a Rolex GT car or a road racer. They're quicker in the corners, they lose less speed, they keep the momentum up more, and that takes some getting used to. And also the tires on here are just sticky as all get out. So instead of having huge, big horsepower, heavy car, rock hard tires, you've got the exact opposite.
So let's take a look at our starting lineup. On the pole, the driver that ran 5th here 1 year ago, Brandon Huff in the 21, alongside Chad Poorman, currently 2nd in rookie points. Row 2 on the inside, the 81 of Sean Zipp out of Marysville, Ohio, and your current Rookie of the Year point leader, Cody Querick. Row number 3, Brandon Oakley on the inside, has a lot of laps at this racetrack, is 1 in a modified, and Danny Jackson, your current point leader. Row 4 on the inside, looking for 4 straight wins. Levi Mansfield in the 54 alongside the 8 truck of John GEARHART. Out of the Hoosier State, Al Berry inside row number 5 in the 45 truck, and Craig Meyers looking for his first top 10 of the year. Row 6 on the inside, the 2010 champion, Chris Bailey Jr., who has had rear-end issues all day today, and starting to the outside, the 99, the veteran, Steve CHRISTMAN, and rounding out your field, Stephen Cox, 2-time road racing champion, actually gave up his original starting spot to make adjustments and try and make this truck better. So the Wheel and Engineering Pace Truck pulls to the infield, the green flag comes out, and we are underway here at Kilcare. Brandon Huff to the early lead, the 3 truck right behind him, Chad Poorman from right here in the Buckeye State. Sean Zipp rolls into that 3rd spot as Brandon Oakley making some moves here early. Again, the JEGS.com 100 caution laps do not count here tonight at Kilcare as Poorman takes a peek to the inside as they head back into turn 3. 21 truck working the outside part of the racetrack as we go on board with Sean Zipp, currently running 3rd in the 81 truck from Marysville, Ohio. And here it comes, a battle for the lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Poorman to the inside as they exit turn 4, and we have a new leader here at Kilcare. Give it to Chad Poorman. Brandon Oakley in that 6 truck making some moves early, using the low line. Cannot have a tight truck here at Kilcare. You do not want to push up out of the groove. The fastest way around is the low part of the racetrack, and now Oakley takes over the 2nd spot. Back on board with Zipp. Now trouble for Oakley off turn 2 into the fence hard. Caution lights come on, and Brandon Oakley hard into the outside retaining wall coming off turn number 2. Caution is out. So safety crews down there, officials to get the number 6 driver out of that race truck. Brandon Oakley out of Beaver Creek, Ohio, making his 2nd start this season with the ARCA Truck Series, climbing out of the truck. Good news there. So let's go on board once again with Sean Zipp. Here's a replay of it coming off turn at number 2, and you could see something breaking on the 6 truck, and he gets hard into the fence. Let's talk to him.
Got underneath of the 3 truck and came down on us, cut down the right front and put us straight in the fence. Just a tough break for us, and try to get them next race.
Looked like a pretty hard hit. You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
So lights are off, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. Chad Poorman on the pole will set the pace. Levi Mansfield looking for 4 in a row outside row number 1, and the 3 truck gets a huge lead off turn 4. Poorman continues to lead. There's a look at your top 10. Danny Jackson making moves from 6th. How about Stephen Cox, started 13th, currently in 8th. Stay with us. The ARCA Truck Series is brought to you by McGonigal Engine Performance and by Bochet, high-grade, quality-made timepieces. Welcome back to the Kilcare Speedway here in Xenia, Ohio for the Jegs.com 100 featuring the ARCA Truck Series. Chad Poorman still out front in the 3-car, slides a little high now off turn 4. Danny Jackson making a move to the inside. Levi Mansfield on his rear bumper will also get by. So the top 2 in the points now 1-2 on the racetrack. We had a chance to talk to Levi Mansfield earlier today about what it's like to get around the Kilcare Speedway.
We've always ran good here, even before I was driving for Ken and them. Was one of our best tracks we went to. For whatever reason, some people really struggle here, but whatever it is about the place seems to fit my style, and we always run good here.
You know, this track, it has its own characteristics. So what makes this place so much different? You know, I've heard it's got 4 turns, it's got 9 turns. What's the key to getting around here?
Definitely getting around the back. It's kind of a D shape, but it's not a smooth D. It's got different points in it and that, and it's just, you got to be able to keep your truck on the bottom going clear around the back. If it tends to want to drift up on you, you lose quite a bit of time there. So if we can be anywhere close to where we was back here a couple months ago, we'll be in really good shape.
Well, Levi Mansfield in heavy lap traffic. Looked like he had a run on the 5 of Danny Jackson, got caught up in the lap cars, the slower cars, checked up, and he will remain in second as we go on board here with the 81 of Sean Zepp, guy that's run pretty much everything in his career, 2 wheels and 4 wheels, as he works his way around the 3/8 mile Kilcare Speedway. Nice speedy shot here on the front straightaway. You can see these trucks coming off turn number 4, really getting wide out to the outside retaining wall before they cross the start-finish line. 3/8 mile Speedway here at Kilcare, celebrating 60 years, the 10th series visit for the ARCA Truck Series here at this beautiful racetrack. Danny Jackson continues to lead, and it looks like Levi Mansfield has caught back up as they enter turn at number 3. And you can see Mansfield sliding a little bit higher in turns 3 and 4, using up a lot of this racetrack, and is now back on the back bumper of Danny Jackson. Each of these drivers going for their 4th win here in 2012, nose to tail as they race through turns 3 and 4 and back to the front straightaway. And now Mansfield with a run down the front straightaway back into turn number 1 as they go side by side off turn 2. Mansfield in the 54, Jackson in the 5, and Levi Mansfield takes the lead down in turn 3. A great move by Mansfield on the low line to take the lead. We talked to Danny Jackson earlier about his championship run.
I'd like to wrap it up with 3 more wins, at least 3, maybe 4, but you know, the 54 truck, he's really picked it up the last couple weeks, and I'm glad to see it. It's been fun to race with him. Had a lot of fun to race with him last week, but I'm here to win races, and these points will fall where they fall.
Back here in July, I think you're involved in an accident early in the race. How good do you think your truck was back here in July before the accident? And, you know, do we have any different type of setup for this race?
Oh, things change week to week in racing. You can't run the same thing every week, but yeah, we had a good truck back in July, and it should be better than it was.
So Levi Mansfield out in front, Danny Jackson second. Oh, in trouble coming off turn 4. The 8 truck spins. Mansfield, your leader, into the 8 truck. Heavy right front damage on the 54 of Levi Mansfield. Caution is out, and that is huge as he makes the hard left right into the pit area. Wow, tough break for Mansfield. Took the lead. The 8 truck spins right in front of him. You can see right front damage. The right front tire obviously down. The crew is going to get that jacked up and get that changed. They're going to lift the hood, it looks like. So possibly some chassis damage as the crew taking a look and trying to figure out what exactly is wrong with this truck. Bobby Tinch, crew chief on the 54, we talked to him about what happened.
There was a truck that spun in front of us. He just kind of got up over the right front, blew out the right front tire. Everything looked pretty good under the hood. We put a new right front on it, and we'll see what happens here. He says everything feels pretty good right now, so time will tell.
Will he be able to come from the tail and get to the front?
That's what we're hoping everything's still good. So we'll find out here in a couple laps.
Levi say anything to you guys on the radio prior to the crash about how the truck was?
He said the truck was good. He was just cruising, knocking off laps, and he said actually the 3 truck that spun in front of him was just starting to put down some oil. So I guess the 3 spun in his own oil, and we just had nowhere to go. So one of them racing deals.
So Levi Mansfield, with work done to that truck, will make his way back out onto the racetrack. Not the same story there for the 8 truck of John Gerhardt. As you can see, a lot of front end damage. The crew now pulling the hood off. We're being told that he was dropping some oil out on the racetrack, and it looks like spun in his own oil. So that's the reason for the caution. Hey, stay with us. Danny Jackson back out front of the JEGS.com 100. The veteran Steve CHRISTMAN, after making changes to his truck post-qualifying, races up into the top 5. Stephen Cox runs 6th. The ARCA Truck Series is brought to you by McGonigal Engine Performance and by Bochette Timepieces. Welcome back to Xenia, Ohio, the Kilcare Speedway. As the Arctic Racing Air Safety Truck pulls to the infield, we are back underway here on the JEGS.com 100. Danny Jackson, your leader. The 3 who led early in this race. Chad Poorman now runs in the 2nd spot. Sean Zepp working the outside part of the racetrack, now into 3rd as they work their way off turn number 4. Danny Jackson, your current point leader, trying to pad that point lead over the 54 of Levi Mansfield, involved in an incident coming off turn 4 earlier with the 8 truck of John Gerhardt. And Mansfield's crew doing a great job to get that truck back out on the racetrack, and he is making a charge back to the front of this field. As now we take a look at all the damage on the 8 truck of John Gerhardt. We talked to him about the incident.
It was overheating when I come off of 4 or 5 or whatever turn that is. It shot out a shot of water, and that's when the 54 truck got into the front of it. I just couldn't keep it cool for some reason. Something's wrong with the motor.
Well, and you can see there from the onboard shot, the replay of Gerhardt spinning there, and of course the 54 had nowhere to go. But as I mentioned, the crew did a great job to get him back out on the racetrack. Danny Jackson now on cruise control as he crosses the stripe, clicks off another fast lap as we go on board with the 5 truck, your current point leader, looking for his 4th win here in 2012. And now Mansfield moving some of the lap cars, some of the slower cars out of the way. The inside wheels into the grass, gets loose off turn 4, and possibly a problem for the 54 of Levi Mansfield. We mentioned trying to get to the front as quick as he can, had retaken 2nd. Now as he slips up, here comes Sean Zepp around the outside. So a nice move by Zepp to be there and capitalize and retake the 2nd spot. The reigning series Rookie of the Year, having a great season coming into round number 8.
It's mixed. We've been up and down all year. We got Rookie of the Year last year. We had successes every race. We had no DNFs. This year we've got 4 DNFs. We've had some mechanical issues that are just unforeseen. Rotors, you know, we had distributors and all kinds of things that went bad. But, you know, we just keep our hopes up high. You know, we work hard in the shop. We just come here to win. If you win, the points come along with it. We've been close several times this year. We're just hoping to carry that momentum here and pull off a victory.
Well, so far tonight, he's been in the right place at the right time. Now runs in second. This is the battle for second as Mansfield has caught back up to the rear bumper of Sean Zepp in that 81. They will go at it once again. Danny Jackson, meanwhile, is your leader. Kind of checked out front, but these guys are catching him. They are reeling him in. And even here at Killcare, 2 trucks can be faster than one, as Zepp not only trying to run down the 5 truck, but hold off the 54. And here comes Mansfield again to the inside. He's made it famous here tonight at Killcare and very easily uses the low line in turn 1 and makes it stick. So Mansfield back to the second spot as we ride on board with third place Sean Zepp. And again, Mansfield catching some of the slower traffic. It's kind of been his Achilles heel here tonight. Trying to negotiate the slower trucks now back into turn number 1. Mansfield in second, right in front of the 81 is Sean Zepp. Zepp now with a nice run off turn 2. Mansfield slides high. He lost a spot earlier due to slower traffic, and he'll do it again as Zepp back underneath the 54 and retakes second. Looks like the 8 truck of John GEARHART made his way back out on the racetrack, trying to get some points, but the best battle right now for second. Sean Zepp in the 81. You can see Mansfield really sliding high, entering turn number 3, trying to reel him back in as they go nose to tail. The 25 truck right behind him, currently running in the 4 spot, Cody Querick out of Pennsylvania, trying to get up into the mix here. Currently 3rd in the points. Querick also leading Rookie of the Year points. He ran 4th earlier this year at the Killcare Speedway, and that was one of his 5 top 5s so far this season, as we see that blue and white number 20 truck, Stephen Cox, sliding high off turn number 4. Well, Sean Zepp has a very fast truck here tonight. Michael Groves, how good is it right now?
Truck's going pretty good. Still just a tick on the free side, but it's coming around to him pretty good right now. No complaints.
You guys have battled with the 54. He got by you, then back behind you, and it seemed like you'd been able to hold him off to this point.
Yeah, just a big thing on the restart. We kind of got shook up on the restart a little bit, but we're making it back up. We'll be all right.
So Sean Zepp continues in the second spot, trying to reel in the leader, Danny Jackson. It was lap number 88 earlier this year at Killcare that Zepp had an oil pump problem, ended up in the 7th spot, getting it done here tonight, currently running in second. So as we take a look at your ARCA Truck Series by Phoenix Management Group of Ohio Top 10, it's Danny Jackson, Sean Zepp, Levi Mansfield, Steve Christman, and Chad Poorman, your top 5 for the JEGS.com 100. The ARCA Truck Series by Phoenix Management Group of Ohio is brought to you by McGonigal Engine Performance and by Bochette Timepieces. Welcome back to the Killcare Speedway, the latter stages of the JEGS.com 100, and there is Levi Mansfield. The 54 truck has been in the pits, out of the pits, damage to the right front, but has been lightning quick all night long here at the Killcare Speedway. We talked with Bobby Tinch on why that truck's not faster.
We got in another tangle with the 45. He pitches down and really knocked the steering off this time, and that's what finally hurt the truck. We're just not quite fast enough to catch the leaders. We can hang where we're hanging, but that's about all we have left. Before that, the truck was going to the front. We were fine after the first tangle, but we're kind of used up now.
So Levi Mansfield does not look like he's going to go 4 in a row and become the 3rd driver to do so in ARCA Truck Series history, as we go back up front to your leader, Danny Jackson, on board with the 5 truck, working his way around the 21 of Brandon Huff. Another driver from right here in the Buckeye State, down the back straightaway. Danny Jackson on cruise control. He's got a little bit of a gap between him and the 81 of Sean Zepp, but Zepp is slowly reeling him in. And having these lap trucks, the slower trucks on the racetrack in front of Jackson, could allow Sean Zepp to reel him in with just a handful of laps left to go. Jackson now underneath the 20 truck of Stephen Cox, as we're on board with the leader now back into turn number 1 off turn 2. Danny Jackson, the fastest truck on the racetrack right now from Batavia, Ohio, current point leader. Looking for a series-leading 4th win this year. We go back to 2nd now. Sean Zepp on board as he works his way through turns 1 and 2. He's got lap traffic, slower trucks to deal with as well as he's trying to run down Danny Jackson. Jackson now behind the 99 of Steve CHRISTMAN to put him a lap down, and CHRISTMAN has had a good run here as the white flag comes out. Final lap for Danny Jackson. Can Sean Zepp run him down? Off turn 2, about 4 truck lengths between Jackson and the 81 of Zepp. CHRISTMAN goes high, gets out of the way of the leaders as they come off turn 4. Can he hold off the 81? Yes! Danny Jackson picks up his 4th series win of 2012 by about a half a truck length over the 81 of Sean Zepp. His 13th career ARCA Truck Series win pads that points lead over Levi Mansfield by 10 points. And there he is, Jackson pulling into victory lane. Window net is down, and he is going to be extremely excited after leading in 90 laps here, picking up his 4th win of the season. There he is, Danny Jackson. The last couple races, he finished 2nd to Levi Mansfield. Tonight, he gets it done here in the Jegs.com 100.
Win number 4 on the year for Danny Jackson. Not only do you keep that 54 behind you, pad that points lead, but pretty impressive run tonight, bud.
Yeah, I really had a really great truck. I was trying to pace myself early, try to set a pace. This place is really hard on tires, and I got up and Levi got around me. I hate to see him go out like that. I was really looking forward to racing with him. I think we both had really good trucks tonight, but the W's a W, boys. Now I'm happy to be here.
8 races in the books, man. You're batting 500 at this point. It's going to make you pretty proud.
Yeah, I am proud. I'm proud to be part of this Red Bank Transport, Widow Wax, Hart's Machine Service, Doug Miller Performance, R&B Fab. This truck has been amazing all year, and I've had a couple downs, but man, I've had some ups, and I'm really happy to be here.
Good job, bud.
Thank you.
Well, if you go back earlier this year, one of those downs, a 12th place finish for Danny Jackson here at Killcare, comes out with a win here tonight. Sean Zepp finishes 2nd, picked up his 4th top 5 of 2012.
We started the day off pretty good, you know, right off the truck, because we got a good setup for here. We did have struggle with a little push, got that fixed. Qualified okay mid-pack. Pitted there with 8 laps in with the caution, made a little adjustment, and the truck came to life. And just maybe, you know, story of my life. 2 more, 3 more, 5 more laps, we'd have been in the winner's circle.
Really good job by the crew. The truck was awesome. Was coming up on some lap traffic, and he was putting some oil down that spun in front of us, and we slided on the oil and couldn't get stopped or moved out of the way, and we caught him, and I thought we were done after the first one. So for us to come back, and we was reeling him back in there the second time and got caught up in something again. So, but to come out of here and salvage a 3rd place, we got to consider it a win. I mean, we could have been done the first wreck of the night and finished 12th or worse. So we got to take what we got, and we'll got 3 more races to get them. So we're not giving up.
So your official finish here for tonight's Jegs.com 100. Danny Jackson getting the win, Sean Zepp, Levi Mansfield on the podium. Steve CHRISTMAN, the veteran, 63 years young, ends up in the 4th spot. Chad Poorman picks up his 2nd top 5 of the year. And how about Craig Meyers, his first top 10 this year, his first top 10 since Winchester back in 2011. It was a wild and action-packed night here in the Jegs.com 100 for the ARCA Truck Series at the Killcare Speedway. Congratulations to Danny Jackson for getting the win. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.